Greetings once again, music mother lovers. Severo here from Severo Music Studios. We are continuing, like I promised, with exclusive interviews with artists from around various neighborhoods. Sometime in 2024, things really fell off because I just got so into projects and stuff that when I started the channel originally, I just wanted to interview locals. But you are lucky for this episode because we have a very special instrumentalist, if I may say that. His socials is blowing up right now, grew very quickly, and before it got too big and that is out of the local reach, I had to have him here in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the wine glass guy.
Yeah.
Or how would you like to be known?
You can call me Spack. You
Spack.
can call me the wine glass guy. It's over here. So at some gigs they just call me Guy. So that's okay.
Well, yeah, you know, I do sound and stuff. I'm a musician, whatever. But whenever I'm doing sound, just don't call me DJ.
Yep. Not a DJ, man. Call me technician.
Yeah, thank you. Sound tech, that's what I am.
Yeah, there you go.
But it is an honor to have you here in studio. Thank you for taking time out of your day.
No worries.
You know, this man actually just got back from a music video shoot.
Yeah, I did one in Takai Forest, doing some nice moody stuff, and then some more crowd pleasers.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I'm very happy right now.
Yeah. So watch this space. You know, please follow this guy. Follow his socials in the description below. So let's get into this. So yeah, you have been, I don't know how you got it. Did you follow me first or something like that? I have no idea, but I just saw this pop up and I don't know if it's a message from you. I don't know.
So initially I was looking for guys to play with, sax guys to play with.
Oh,
yes, because I was gonna start another project,
right,
and this one kicked off a bit sooner.
So
I was looking for sax guys, just getting to know the industry a little bit, because I was from Joburg,
right,
so I only came down relatively recently to look into the music industry
here.
So I was just kind of putting out feelers, seeing like, oh, this guy's a musician, she's a musician, like kind of.
You're looking for sax guys and you came across me. I am so sorry. So, but let's get into it. The art of, or the music craft of playing the wine glass.
Ooh, the art of wine glasses. Yes.
These are all, and I mean, they have to be crystal, correct?
No, that's
a myth. That's a misnomer. Okay.
Yeah. So, am I looking at this guy or that guy?
No, probably this guy. Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't need to be crystal. Some of them are rather expensive. Some of them are literally like 12 rand from like a Chinese shop. Literally, there's one back there that was like 300 bucks, but most of them are from shops, just supermarkets. Yeah, the ones that I wish I had more of are brandy glasses.
Yeah, I'm a brandy glass.
You can like push the air in and get different sounds out of it.
So you can actually manipulate
yeah, you can kind of like, you know, like on a tongue drum, like a hang drum.
Right.
You can like go like woo,
yeah.
You can only do that with a brandy glass.
Now, how did you get into this? What made you want to actually make it a thing, and how long did you spend before it actually became something that worked for you?
It's a long story, man. It's a long story. So how much do you want of it?
So how did you, you have to be a musician to know this, okay? So what did you play previously?
Not a musician. Okay.
Let's say percussionist. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been a drummer for like most of my life. I started playing when I was like 14, proper professionally from when I was 19.
Right.
I'm like, how old am I? 34 now. So it's been a while, you know. So my friend's dad knew that I was a musician, and he was working for a glass company, the glass recycling company, and they wanted me to make a band out of glass. So I was like, yeah, sure. That's what you must do. You must say yes and then figure out how to do it. So that's what I did. I had no idea what I was doing. I ended up doing the glasses, making like a glass xylophone, making this huge tree with like perfectly cut bottles, like recycled bottles, to pitch and playing songs like that. It grew, it evolved. I started doing this thing solo, but then I still had water in it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why that was also so exciting, because I have seen this before.
Yeah,
actually
most people have.
but I had to ask, you had yours set up chromatically, like a piano organ, right? For the most part.
Yeah, more or less.
If we say in layman's
so
terms here.
there's no water in any of these glasses. The only water I use is for my little fingers.
Yeah.
These are all perfectly pitched glasses. I went to hundreds of different shops to figure this out. Literally, I know what I need. I'll be flicking, kind of take what is in the range of what I need, and then I have a guitar tuner, glass of water, and I'm like testing all of them to see which ones are perfect.
So how long do you think it took you to acquire? You know,
it took me a full 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah, full 4 months.
Okay, I get what you say. Full 4 months. I mean, every day you're trying to.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, you have other stuff going on, whatever. I mean, I started at a glass warehouse and was working through thousands of different glasses like that, and I found 30% of the glasses that I need. And then I was just walking through the shops and I was like, why don't I just go to flipping Checkers? And I got a lot of ones from At Home and Checkers and like a value Chinese shop. So it was just going into random shops all the time, kind of always having a sheet of paper with the ones I'm missing, and then seeing what's good, what's not. In hindsight, it probably wasn't the best idea because all of these glasses are very different. So in here, there's platforms to make it flat. And that was very difficult to do. Very difficult to do.
So, am I right in assuming that you built this rig yourself?
No. So I designed this with a carpenter, with a local carpenter.
Right.
He built the box, and then together we designed the inside. I did all the measurements. Obviously, everything needs to be very, very precise. And then we were back and forth. I was there like, he was so sick of me by the time we were finished. Like with the little things, like the hinges and the straps and where to put the glasses at the back.
Yeah, detachable hinges. I can see that those shaved off.
Yeah, it took a long time to get this one right, and I was back and forth. I wasn't happy. It needs to be easily detachable. There's a massive lid that goes on it. So, and then on the lid there's also sponges. Everything needs to be perfectly so it doesn't move when you travel with this.
Absolutely.
Because everything's secured.
Right.
The first glass setup I used magnets with water. So I'd have to take it off the magnets, empty out the water, clean the glass, put it back at the gig and all the practices, put it in, re-put the thing with the water in, syringe, tuner. Right. It takes forever just to practice your scales, man. Half an hour.
Exactly. So with your performance, let's talk your performance. I've seen like some of your early videos, reels and stuff like that. People's reactions, they are in your Sea Point and it's Cape Town, that side. Tell us your general reactions, your general kind of reactions that you get from people when they see this very niche craft.
It's the best thing, man. It's actually it's the best thing. So like at every performance I have my GoPro behind me on like the widest angle possible, so I can, and I'm not even editing the video, I'm just watching people's faces because it's so entertaining to see. I've had some very genuine, very funny reactions from people asking me how much are the glasses, because now they want to buy the glasses. And this one lady, regardless, like I was playing and then I would stop to show, and I'd make a mistake to show I'm actually playing. And she would not believe me. She's like, no, you're lying. No. This can't be real. Because no one has seen this. So like it's very cool to see people's reactions.
Now, I've seen it a number of times, but I think most people actually haven't, especially just in front of them. I'm sure the hiring that you got, to perform at places, or you were booked. It looked like the Sea Point, whatever. You were just basking. You were just trying to feel out the crowd.
So when you start with the music stuff, you obviously need content, because you can't be like, hey, I play wine glasses, and they're like, okay, cool, show me your Instagram, and there's nothing on there. So I just wanted to have some nice cinematic shots, and just to give people an idea what it would look like in a space. You do expect people to be like, oh, what's this? But I didn't go there to like get reactions from people. I went there just to also have a little bit of practice of playing live. Because at that point, all I was doing was reading music, practicing scales, building. After I built this thing, and it was just me by myself.
Right.
You know? I've been on stage tons of times drumming.
Yeah.
But for something that's so precise like this,
Mm-hmm.
I needed some practice before I started gigging. So that was also just like a big practice for me. I was there for like 3 hours.
Right. And this is also something very unique about this guy, your repertoire.
Yeah. Talk to me about my repertoire.
Yeah.
So worked really hard on that bad boy.
Yeah. So the guy's not just playing this kind of what you maybe expect from wine glasses, more kind of soothing or cinematic or something like that. Things that you play in the background to make you fall asleep, which is beautiful.
People want meditation stuff. They've actually asked
Sure.
me. I'm not there yet. I'll bring out some meditation stuff.
Just play some chords and stuff. They won't know.
Yeah.
As long as
A
you get
minor
paid.
the whole time.
Yeah. It's all the minor chords, exactly. So, yes, your repertoire. This guy doesn't just play, like we said, what you maybe expect from a you can call this an instrument, is
You better call it an instrument.
it is an instrument. It plays notes exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the guy's playing. What do you call it? You can almost regard it as lo-fi because he has modern beats and he's playing modern pop songs, things that you would hear, as well as the sort of classical stuff, but incorporated in a real modern way. And yeah, talk us through that process.
So I think the classical side is probably the most interesting. I've always loved classical music.
Right.
I've loved it, like the feel and stuff. I mean, they're the metal artists of their time. Like, they're like crazy. Yep. You can atone it to like fusion stuff from now. Like that's how some of them
Fusion,
were.
there we go.
Yeah, exactly. So that stuff was always like my favorite. Like Chopin was my favorite pianist. Like growing up, I still want to do a Chopin piece.
As Chopin, not Chopin, people.
Yeah. So like that's common. But I've always loved it. I used to go to the symphony like whenever I could. But playing the piano, I could play like a few pieces, but it's just like you learn one piece forever. I never really got the knack of it. So I've always loved it. The only people I know that do this are in Europe.
Yeah.
And they do strictly classical music.
Right.
Strictly.
Yeah.
And I saw them years ago. And they did like Sugar Plum Fairy, you know, like love that song. So I was like, yeah, I must do that, but I need to put a twist on it. So you get a nice remix, and yeah, make it more interesting. So I'll be playing that song after this. Yeah. But yeah, so like the other songs and stuff, you need to be versatile. Of course, you need to be versatile. I love that, like you were saying, the lo-fi stuff and whatever. On here, it just like it hits some frequency, like it just resonates so nicely.
No, it kind of almost like reminds me of Vanessa Mae.
Vanessa Mae?
The violin.
Yeah.
You know, everyone expected a certain thing, but she's like, look how cool this can actually be.
Exactly. You would think this is just going to be like a strictly like classical, beautiful kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to play like Imagine Dragons on it, and then like.
What is maybe the weirdest request that you got on here? Do you get much requests?
I do, but because I play with tracks, I don't really take requests.
It's look, I'm in the same boat, right? They say, can you play this one? I'm like, I probably can, but I've never practiced it.
Exactly.
And I don't have the track. It doesn't matter to people. They think if I can just say, it goes like this. Look, people, just because if you hum it to me, I can't play it. You know that one, man? Yes, I said I know it.
I know it, but shh, I'm going to my next song now. Okay, I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for always supporting and being so nice. But when I'm playing, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Performance etiquette. People.
Yeah, like the glasses are very hard, and it's very intricate to keep where you are. And if you have something to say to me, please wait for afterwards. This one guy at the other gig literally like interrupted me while I was playing to talk, and I'm like, and then you're out of it. So
it happens to me.
Yeah, now everyone's experience is sullied because one person wanted an interaction. Yeah. So if you want to ask, just wait until we're done playing.
Yeah. My name is Severo, and I approve this message.
Public service announcement.
Severo Music Studios approves this message that while we can appreciate when you guys are really vibing with us, enjoying the song, whatever, it is different than, again, no offense, than coming up to a DJ while he's actually busy, right? The song is playing, he's still concentrating, trying to sync up the next song, right? But we are also actively playing, try to concentrate, and if you come up to us, well, great, we love if you're gonna have a personal interaction with us, but yeah, if you could just hold it till the end of the song.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's different if you're jamming with us, if you're doing
yes,
things
exactly.
that's lacquer. But if you want to ask a question,
yes, if I'm playing the saxophone and I need to now stop
and talk to you
in the middle of a song,
it's not. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. One last thing I'm gonna ask you, right? What? Okay, two things. Sorry. Okay. First one is, where do you see this going?
Okay. Well, the first concept was in Joburg, and my goal was to get it to Cape Town, be on the wine farms, be in the wedding scene, do all the corporates and stuff like that, which is where I am. So that's great. So now I'm here, I'm experiencing that. But more than that, for now, I've had a lot of national inquiries, which is great. Flying with this thing is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna also was like, one more question here, sir. What is like traveling with this thing, with it being glass? Like I said, I feel for you when you brought this out the car, because this is pretty solid wood, people, right? And there's also a top that goes on this, and
it's about 40 kgs.
This guy's veins was popping out of his arms.
I don't need to train at all. I just lift this thing.
Exactly. But I don't need to train because I'm carrying speakers all the time as a sound guy. But
yeah, traveling is a little bit
like
stressful.
with me, it's okay. I've got a lot of heavy stuff, but now you've got glass. Do you have quick replacements?
No replacements. Well, I've got a bunch that I bought and then replaced because they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
But it's not like you can carry spare wine glasses in your case, you know. So
Exactly. So
I'm very careful when I travel, and when I get to a gig and it's leading up to the wine house or whatever, and it's all dirt road, I'm like,
gravel road, yeah.
cool. I'm in first gear, like going really slowly.
Yeah.
And then anything over that, you know, you just gotta put a few things in between, maybe put some bubble wrap in there, and just hope for the best, man. But yeah, I'm gonna be building a different rig and sending it up to Joburg. And then when I have shows that side, then I just pick it up at the airport.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have that stress.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Last question. Like I always ask everyone, a message to the aspiring musicians who have maybe like a certain niche like you do.
Just try, man. Like you don't need to burn the boats. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to like do anything extreme. You know, just try it out. There's no like, everyone keeps saying like, follow your passion, follow your dreams, whatever. Follow your curiosity, you know. I was always curious about how things sounded and like what is different in the world, you know, and that led to something. So just follow your curiosity and see where it heads.
I must thank you once again for sparing your time and now your wisdom and knowledge. And that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exclusive performance from Spack the Wine Glass Guy. Until next time.
guys, thank you so much. My name is the Wine Glass Guy. You can follow me on all them socials. Make sure to follow Severo Music as well. I had a great time here today. And always remember, one rhythm, one life.